Hey crew, it's Pitt, and we're back with another typing video. I was interested in this guy the other day, so I was like, I need to type him, and then I didn't do it, and I missed a couple of typing videos this past week, and now I'm getting back on the grind. So today we're going to deal with Jelly Roll. This is the Dylan Talks interview. I like Dylan Talks because he covers a lot of independent artists and things, so I'm going to go ahead and use his. And we're going to see what's going on with Jelly. So let's dig in.
The cool thing is,
Remember that this is subjective. Like, I don't know Jelly Roll. I'm taking this off of an interview. This is much better done in a one-on-one situation, in a therapy type situation. This is for entertainment purposes only.
I have no clue what the fuck I'm fixing to do.
Yeah. It's a surprise.
That's interesting.
But you're just going to surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
I have not organized this idea at all.
I just want to finish everything and then go from there.
I like that. I like that a lot. If you could see anybody, dead or alive, who would it be?
If I could do what?
If you could see anybody, dead or alive, who would it be, like, as an artist? Somebody you wish was alive or, you know, could collaborate if they were still here? Somebody you looked up to growing up? Something?
Jim Croce.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be really cool to sit down and play the guitar with him.
Yeah.
Well, of course, obviously, like the hip hop legend, Pimp C,
Hell yeah.
Biggie, Pac, but Big L. But Jim Croce for sure would probably be my curveball. I also, alive, James Taylor, Bob Seger, Dylan. I'd love to talk.
Okay, so he's having no problem listing off these names of people that he would like to play with, but he couldn't. The organize the ideas was nothing, but this is leaning me towards organizing things, simply because like he is listing off these people, and it's not people as an idea, but people as an actual person.
To Dylan. I'd love to talk to Dylan when the cameras were off and just be like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, tell me the truth. It's just me and you, man. I'm not gonna like there's nobody recording this. Like, fuck with some of this shit about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Organize this idea for me, Bob.
What's your crazy experience? I mean, you've been in this game for like 20 plus years, but what's your crazy experience you ever had on tour where it was like, that shit was crazy? Like, what just happened?
Well, it's been a lot of them, man.
Okay, he can organize the experience for you real quick.
Yeah.
Mostly psychedelics,
Mm-hmm.
crazy shit, or we had some crazy sex shit happen. So, a lot of drugs, man.
A lot of experiences.
The road's been very interesting, man. We've
But he's not going into the specifics. He's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of them, but there's no specifics forthcoming.
this is just like my most recent one. I tell this story. We went on a Yellow Wolf tour a couple years back, and on our off day in Salt Lake City, of all places, we were tripping shrooms all day. Me and Boston, riding bird scooters.
Mm-hmm.
Then that night, we started taking hits of acid.
Oh, shit.
Took up. So we went on like a 24-hour trip, and it was wild. It was just insane. But
Again, no specifics. There's this experience that we went and had, but it was just wild. Like, I'm going to tell you about this experience. Yeah, we did this. We did all this acid, and then it was wild.
yeah, man, we've had some really good trips at the Gathering. We all did ecstasy one time on this the Lake of the Ozarks. The whole crew, and drank like just a dozen bottles of tequila. It was like 15 of us, and all took a couple of fucking pills and jumped off cliffs and wrecked fucking.
Again, with that, the non-specifics. Like, yes, he listed the one specific drug and the one specific drink, but it's like, then there was 15 people and Like it's non-specifics. It's not an organized.
A couple jet skis.
So you were living that rock star life.
Oh,
You
dude,
were all living that rock
we
star life.
yeah, man, we have a lot of fun on tour. We have a lot of fun on tour.
I've seen some of your interviews.
We get a lot of experiences on
Like
tour.
one with you, Yellow Wolf, Lil
That's
White,
SE.
and I believe Caskey. And you looked high out of your mind on one of them because she was trying to talk to you and you're just laughing the whole interview. And I know you've probably seen it, but it's on YouTube. I was watching the other day because I was studying all these interviews you did. And they were like, so how's the album? You're like, I don't know, it's just great. I'm just having a great time right now. And you're like laughing the whole interview. I thought it was funny because she's just trying to have this like real conversation with you and you just keep laughing the whole time. And Caskey and Lil White are like the most sober in the whole interview. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, I was probably fried, man.
Yeah.
We have good times on the road.
Yeah.
You know,
you
it's
miss
like-
touring? Do you miss touring?
Oh, so much, dude. It's my it's my way to connect with people in person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was always important to me to show these people that I'm a real person, and for me to see that they're real people, right? Because you know, on the internet you believe it, but you don't. You know, but and the selfish side of it was a getaway from normalcy, right? Because you know, at home, I'm a full-time father, I'm a full-time husband, I run a business, I take care of my family, I take care of like my extended family, you know.
Right.
So it's like on tour, it's like fucking woo.
So on tour, it's about me.
It's fucking do blow and rock shows, you know what I mean? So it's just
100%.
So on tour, it's about gathering the experiences for me. He's also showing a lot of control. I think he's being direct. He isn't chasing any rabbit holes on these at all. It's non-specifics at all, and it's not chasing rabbit holes at all. He's showing a lot of control. He's not moving a lot. He's drinking a lot, but that's not a movement thing. We're gonna look for some more control movement. I'm pretty sure that he's gathered things self, and he seems to be direct. But we're gonna look for some more control movement, some more direct informative.
Be a different thing. Yeah,
I feel
it's
like that's like something that keeps your headspace right too, you know, because like all 2020 you're locked in this house and you're trying to be creative, and it's like, man, it's fun living this lifestyle. I made all the money, but I would rather live my life, my dream on stage, because that's what I was born to do that shit. I feel like you were born to be an artist, you know.
He's not jumping in. Like, he doesn't interrupt at all. He doesn't chase rabbit holes. That is definitely direct. I'm not picking up informative vibe off of him at all. So,
Oh, dude, for sure.
Drive and passion in all your music and the feelings of emotion. Like I watched an interview that you did where a lot of people would compare you as a country rapper because you did a music video that had like a production value side, and you said it was worth like to do it, but you like to make music with like the hard feelings and like get into emotions with the people. And a lot of people take the country rap and fishing side and like all this other type of music to where you're more of just like an artist that likes to just whatever you're feeling, go off of emotion, you write your pen and you put it out there. And yeah,
Right.
I was curious, when people call you a country rapper, do you view yourself more as like just a rapper, or do you view yourself as just whatever they choose to call you that? Because I've always wondered that question myself.
Well, I view myself as a musician, right? So, you know, I don't even like, hip hop is where I started and
100%.
where my roots are. But, you know, I just believe that, man, I'm a music man. You know, Tyson Fury, my buddy Tyson Fury says, I'm a fighting man. You know, call me a boxer or call me what you want to call me, but at the end of the day, I'm a fucking fighting man.
Right.
And it's like, that's how I feel. It's like, you can call me a rapper, you can call me a singer, you can call me a country rapper, call me whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I'm a fucking music man. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm a, you know, and I appreciate every kind of music. So I draw inspiration from like the wildest shit.
he gets all the experience.
So
Yeah.
I just don't like the idea of boxes at all, Dylan. Right? Like, I don't like that. I think it's like tribalism.
I'm the same way.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like tribalism. It's like, um,
That's pretty controlled.
everything fits into these broad boxes, and then they assume because you're a part of this broad box that you have to do with the little boxes that they think are in the broad box.
And this is a little more informative right here. It's definitely showing more control tendencies. The don't shove me in the box is a control tendency. Uh, but he's definitely showing more informative now that he's settling into this interview too.
Boxes,
Yeah.
which is why I don't get into political conversations.
Hmm.
But it was like, I don't want to be in any box.
Yeah.
I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Freely, and I hope
Don't
that it's
put me in the
good, and I hope
box.
people appreciate whatever I do. But if
But
later
it's
in
for
life
me.
I decide to start playing the fucking saxophone like fucking Kenny G,
Yeah.
that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. So yeah, I
But
mean, I love country rap. I love the country rappers.
hmm
I love everybody. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't mind it. I don't. My thing is this is I really don't care what people call me anymore. I used to be a
Yeah.
little more concerned about it. I used to feel like we had to figure out a genre,
And he's,
but then
yeah,
that started feeling more like tribalism still. So it was like,
he's definitely showing some more informative now that he's settled into this. I think this is an informative rant.
I don't really. The music's the music, man. Let the music speak.
And it triggered him because he's so controlled. Like, he got triggered into his informative. Uh, he's so in control, like, don't show me in that box, that he feels very strongly about that. And so that is why he's being informative. He did start to interrupt and stopped, and started to interrupt and stopped. He didn't try and overpower Dylan. So that is definitely some control informative going on.
Now I can tell you that you can't say.
Here's another rabbit
You
hole.
posted this earlier, and it was a real moment I had in an interview a while ago, and I was like, you can't compare what I do to like Big Smoke,
hmm
right? Because, and I only compare Big Smoke because we're both fat, white from Middle Tennessee with beards,
Right.
right? It's not like I'm like targeting Smo. It's like I know Smo has been in a gas station in South Nashville before, and some kid ran up like, "Are you Jelly Roll?" And Smo knows I've been in a gas station in McMinnville before, and somebody was like, "Are you Big Smo?"
That's
So,
crazy that they would compare that though.
but I use him as a reference because
I don't know Big Smo. I'm gonna check him out.
Smo is like frog gigging and shit. I mean, he's literally rapped about frog gigging before.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
I would never rap about frog gigging. I don't know anything about that. But
That's not
it's
my.
just, but
Yeah, okay.
that's what's so weird about these boxes, though, right?
Right.
So
Yeah. I think we're okay to type him on
that's
now.
country rap.
10 minutes in, and the 5 to 10 minute mark, like after 5 minutes, they settle in and they get more comfortable. And when somebody's more comfortable, the typing comes out. He's still showing gather experiences, which is gather things, and he's still showing self. He's showing direct or not. He's showing movement and he's showing control. So we're gonna go ahead and type it out. I'm gonna go fix some coffee. I'll be back and we'll do the second half of this in just a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and transition over. And I will be right. All right, we got fresh coffee, so we're gonna go ahead and type this out. He is things and gathered because he likes to gather experiences. That's his primary focus. It is for self. He uses it for himself first. That does not mean that he is selfish. It means that he uses the experiences for himself first before everyone. He is controlled because he does not like to be shoved in them boxes, and he is informative. So we're going to go ahead and calculate this out, and we're going to get an ISTP alternate. The alternate in this case means that he has got an extroverted third function and an extroverted second function. That's where the informative comes from. Having it in this third slot here. TI Hero is going to filter the worldview through logic. My actions will improve things. The strength is the ability to work through problems, to take things step by step through a progression and get to where you want to be. SE parent is going to feel responsible for making sure the tribe knows the physical things. The strength here is gathering those things and mechanical awareness. What is the data? What do we know? What are the experiences? What can I get new? Whether it's a physical thing to get new with cars, houses, drugs, whatever, the new thing that I get new, the new experience for me. In his case, FE child is going to feel defensive over the ethics. He's going to feel guilty that you don't care enough. And the weakness is making a big show of caring for others and being prideful about it. Well, look at me caring for you. But I do this for you. I do this for you. Not really. NI inferior is going to think you're great at choosing options, but actually you often misunderstand them or invert them. You can see that. Turn it into the weakness into a strength by exercising willpower. Yeah, drugs are not great options. He's thinking he's making great choices. All the trips, all the drinking, all the drugs, all the food, all the things. He's thinking these are great choices, but they are not. They're actually the wrong choice. Yes, they feel great right now. They make me feel great right now, but they are not the right choice. TE Nemesis, the challenge is going to lie in dealing with the tribe's rationale. You're susceptible to manipulation by popularity. If I do these things, everyone's going to think that I'm a great person. If I do all these drugs, everyone is going to think it's a great idea. Isn't this wonderful? That's how that's working. SI critic is going to have a hard time organizing facts. He did that in the beginning of the interview. Like the failure to list anything is low end SI. When you can remember, you tend to remember events in the worst light. So when you do remember things, you remember the worst about things. You remember, well, we did this and it made me feel terrible. You don't remember that it also taught you this, or it made you feel this way, so you don't remember this. That is the SI critic. You're going to feel bad and kick yourself for those things, for forgetting your appointments and forgetting to pay bills and forgetting your responsibilities. That's what SI critic is going to do. It's going to make you kick yourself in the balls for missing things. FI trickster is going to be completely unaware of morals. You're going to have a hard time learning why something is wrong, and you need to work on empathy. There's a substance issue here. There is an overeating issue here. Understand that people have chemical imbalances in their body that can lead to overweight. I understand that. But you have to put in the work, and you have to limit yourself, and you have to do the other things. And the reason why he doesn't care is because he's just like, it doesn't matter at all to him that these things are illegal or bad for you. It just doesn't matter. Any demon is going to undermine yourself by not trusting other possibilities. You can't seem to find, is there a better way to do this? Because you already think that you understand how everything works and what you should think about that. You're not going to trust anything outside of what you already know. You're not going to, you're going to gather all kinds of experiences. You're going to gather all kinds of things, but you're going to think, I already know how it works. And so you'll SI miss to change the oil in your car, even though you know that the oil needs to be changed. You need to understand the why of the mechanics of it. Now, this is where we're going to wrap it up. It seems to be a good fit. Like, again, I don't know Jelly. Like, we don't hang out. We haven't had a one-on-one sit-down conversation. This is based off of the system that I used. I'm trying to do it very quickly. That is to help me to build my experience with this, but it's also to help other people to be able to consume it quickly. If this was a 1 hour video every time, then nobody would ever watch any of them. So we're doing it quick. This is a long process. This is more to use for you to understand yourself. That is the point of this. We are trying to help people to understand their own mind better in the way that this helped me to understand my mind better. If you knock, the door shall be opened. If you seek, you shall receive. And asking, the truth shall be, like, we're knocking to get the truth about ourselves. That is the goal of this. To the crew, well, first, Dylan, thank you for the interview. Jelly Roll, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you were here with me, and I am praying for you daily. This has been Pitts Take. Peace.